This is Match Game 74, production number 0232, and it's take one. Get ready to match the stars. Jack Narz, Brett Summers, Charles Nelson Reilly, Elaine Joyce, Richard Dawson, and Fannie Flagg as we play the star-studded Big Money Match Game 74. And now, here's the host of Match Game 74, Gene Rayburn.
Thank you, Johnny Olson, and thank you for joining us here on Match Game 74. It's a pleasure to do business with you, and you. And we'll all remember to watch Jack Narz. He's on 11 o'clock every day in the East and 10 o'clock in the West, right?
You got it.
Right.
Beautiful.
Okay.
You see it.
Concentrate on it. Concentrate on it.
Yeah, no, that's another one.
That's right.
Two shows.
Yeah.
Me only one. All right, on with the game there. Let's say hello to our two players, Rolanda Lallier and Lee Conan, the new player there. Hello, Lee. We're going to start right from the top here. Rolanda won the last game. She's going to get $100 in cash, and she's going to be challenged now by Lee Conan. Would you tell us a little bit about yourself, please, sir?
I'm married, and today is my 14th wedding anniversary.
How nice. Congratulations. You like yours?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
I got 4 kids, too.
You got 4 kids?
Right.
All right. Good luck to you here, Lee. We'll begin this game right after we do this message for you. All right. I'll push this button and reveal 2 questions in our first round session here and ask Lee, our challenger, to make a selection.
I'll take A for anniversary.
A for what?
Anniversary.
Oh, A for anniversary. A for anniversary. It's his 14th wedding anniversary. Isn't that sweet?
See how lucky this will be.
Yes.
A for anniversary.
This may lead to a divorce, but...
14 fear-ridden years.
They just opened the first McDonald's at the North Pole. And instead of hamburgers, they sell blank burgers. Hear that, Lee? Just opened the first McDonald's at the North Pole. Instead of hamburgers, they sell blank burgers. All right.
Okay.
Da, da,
Okay. Ready, Charles? Yes. Now, Lee Conan, we call on you. They just opened the first McDonald's at the North Pole. Instead of hamburgers, they sell blank burgers.
Ice burgers.
Ice burgers? Ice burgers. Let's come up with a rather original answer. He said ice burgers.
That's a beautiful
What did you say? Have you got anything close to that,
Not-
Jack? Really? No ice burgers? What are you serving?
I'm serving whale burgers.
Whale burgers. That's good.
If I got a buzz, that's no
Yeah. What do you say, Brett?
Well, mine are a little furry. They're seal burgers.
I hope not. Charles?
They're more expensive. I go for the cheaper one, the famous blubber burger.
I think blubber burger is what I would have said. What'd you say, lady?
You know how they always have those McDonald's signs and they say over 1 billion served and everything? Well,
Right.
the North Pole, they have over 3 served. That's what the sign is, 3 served. But you have to eat them fast, and I said ice burgers.
3. Ice burgers, she did it.
Why is it they never tell you how many you're
I
eating?
thought it was
Just how many
terrific.
you're
3 over 3 served. Now, go ahead.
The waiters.
I thought it was funny.
I thought it was terrific. You and me.
I'll do it over here then. The waiters. Oh, I liked ice burgers.
Like a medium
Are all
well.
nudists.
They are.
What do they serve, folks, all together? Polar bear burger.
They're burgers.
Get the heck out of here.
Another audience, Johnny Olson. Get the group that's waiting outside on Fairfax. Now, what do you say, Fannie?
Oh, well, I say it's your anniversary, hon. I've been growing something for you. But, well, unfortunately, I said blubber burgers.
Blubber burger.
Blubber.
Well, that was 1 for you with that. And now let's see how Rolanda Lallier does. Lallier, is that the way you say your name?
Yes, it is
Lallier.
Lallier.
It's a pretty name.
I can't believe if I got that one.
Yeah, you got
We
it.
can't either.
We can't either. As Count Dracula bent over his latest victim, he stopped and said, I changed my mind about biting your neck. I just discovered you have blank. He said, oh, here we go, folks.
You're my heart.
Madame, connais-tu le Count Dracula?
Yes, I heard about
Oh, you heard about Count Dracula. Tell me who she is.
He used to bite neck.
Oh, that's okay. It's all right. I'm just talking to her while you're writing. Write something. Don't stand around there, Jack, Brett, and Charles. You finished. Good for you.
More ways than one.
As he, as he was bending over his latest victim, he stopped and he said, I changed my mind about biting your neck. I just discovered you have blanks. Now, think about it for a second while they're finishing up over there.
Come on.
Jack, you've got 2 shows and it's taking you this long to think of an answer?
Just living proof that all MCs are dummies. Oh, haven't they gonna leave
You or
me?
me?
All right, I'll hold her and you belt her.
What a terrible thing to say, Brett. But it's true.
I'm sorry.
Truth always hurts.
All right, I'll
Lefty.
finish over there. Now, Rolanda, we call on you. Count Dracula bent over his latest victim. He stopped and said, I changed my mind about biting your neck. I just discovered you have
Weak blood.
weak blood. Don't tell me you know who Count Dracula was. Weak blood, she said. Or tired blood, as we say on television. What did you say, Jack?
Oh, he discovered something else. That
What?
It was a very flaky neck. She had dandruff.
Dandruff. Okay. Brett, what did you say?
Well, it's like dandruff,
Yeah.
but you call it buzzies. Or buzzies, or anything like
All right,
that.
I don't want to explore that anymore. Charles?
He discovered she had a hickey already.
Already she had a hickey. What do you say?
Read it once for me.
I changed my mind about biting your neck. I just discovered you have...
No neck.
No neck. This is the head is glued to the shoulders, eh? Okay. What'd you say there?
I've changed my mind
You changed your mind.
about biting your neck
Why do you change your mind?
because I have just noticed
What?
you have the heartbreak of psoriasis.
That's the same as mine. Yeah, he was a little classier.
Okay. Fannie?
Who was that masked man who
That
kissed
masked
me?
man who just kissed you in the head? I don't know.
You are so talented.
Yes. Listen, Fannie.
Yes.
I know you've got to go on now. You can't throw a temper tantrum and cry and say, I'm not going to go on just because you got the terrific laugh.
No, I love him. Remember those things says woman nearly itches to death? I put, I love that dog nearly itches to death. I put it because she had no neck.
No neck.
Yeah, I put she
Weak
did.
blood was the answer she was looking for. She did not get it, so at the end of round 1, the score is 1-0 in favor of our challenger, Lee Conan. We come back to these 2 people in a moment or so, but first this. All right, here we go with round 2. 1-0 the score here in round 1, and there it is. Now, Lee,
I think I'll try A again.
A again for anniversary. Let's see how he does with this one. The circus barker said, all right, folks, step right up, folks, and see Weird Wilma, the girl with both her blanks on one side. All right, folks. Step right up this way.
Wow!
I say step right up this way. Madam, aren't you sorry you're not playing?
Yes.
You could have been in this game,
No,
but you
I-
got a case of the smarts,
That's
and you
right.
matched him the last time, so
That's
you do
right.
not participate at all now. Do not touch this pen at any time. Do we understand each other?
Absolutely.
Okay, write something, Jack.
Yes.
What'd you say?
All right, folks, step right up and see Weird Wilma, the girl with both her blanks on one side. Are you finished?
I haven't even begun.
You've got to think.
I know.
Charles? Ready. We are waiting for Fannie.
She's worth waiting for.
She is indeed.
Oh, yeah.
What are you growing there?
Lilies of the valley.
Lilies of the valley. They're very fragrant. Terrific.
Rocco.
All right, Lee. The circus barker said, step right up, folks, and see Weird Wilma, the girl with both her blanks on one side.
Breasts.
Step back. All right. Jack, you heard his answer. Now it's time to show us yours.
That was a great answer, but in a burst of modesty, protecting my image as a daytime MC, I wouldn't use such a thing as that. And sticking with your A for anniversary, arms. Thought he'd go with boo.
Lions! Round to the Lions!
Clean doesn't count.
What?
I was going to say necks,
Yeah.
and then I realized that you only have one neck.
Right, yeah.
So I
That's
said,
clever of you to figure that out.
Sometimes I'm so smart I can't stand myself. I said legs. So nice to you, kids.
What's the...
There's the bad taste answer department is what the card says. What does the answer say? Boo. Okay, now we come to Richard Dawson. Sir Richard.
Thank goodness.
Well, I'm certainly surprised at Charlie.
You are.
You don't have him over there in that foreign country where you come from with a high fluting
Well,
voice?
we do, but we don't have him on one side.
What have you
where
got?
would twins go? Oh, right. Well, naturally, I said boobs.
Okay. And now we come to Fannie.
Yeah?
Yes. Show and tell time.
I happen to be a Protestant. And I said bubbies.
Okay. So, now you must match 4 celebrities to stay in the game. 5, however, will win your second game. Listen carefully, Rolanda. Now, folks, now that Kitty is leaving the Gunsmoke series, Marshall Dillon won't have anybody to blank anymore. Now that Kitty is leaving the Gunsmoke series, Marshall Dillon won't have anybody to blank
Oh, I love
anymore.
my answer. Call home, call home. I must remember to call home.
Call home.
Adam's not well.
Oh. We'll remind you as soon as we finish here. Okay, the upper tier is ready. We're waiting for the...
I can't think.
He won't have anybody to blank anymore. Marshall Dillon.
What does he like to do?
That's for us to know and for you to find out,
Two ladies
sweetheart.
get a little mental telepathy going here and figure it out.
I happen to know he's a leather freak.
Oh, I see. Okay.
All right, now they're all set. And Rolanda, we call on you. Now that Kitty is leaving the Gunsmoke series, Marshall Dillon won't have anybody to blank anymore. You know who Marshall Dillon is.
Yes. Love.
To love.
Yes.
That's a sweet answer. Isn't that sweet? It really is a sweet answer. It's a sweet answer.
Anymore?
Love. He won't have anybody to love anymore.
Oh, how nice.
Yes. Jack, what did you say?
Well, let's see if the judges can stretch this a little bit. Perhaps they will go with...
Play with? Well, that's not love. No.
That's a certain kind
It's,
of love.
no, it's not true love, though, and that's what we're looking for. We're looking for true love. None of this playing around. Brett, what do you say there?
I never thought that Marshall Dillon was the kind of person that would play around anyway.
That's right. I agree with you.
I remember something that our wonderful president said once. Kick around.
Kick around. Now, you got to match your remaining ones, Rolanda, to stay in the game. Charles.
Well, I think I'm close. I hope so. I put keys.
Keith. Is Keith in love a match there? No, that is not a match, so Lee Conan wins the game. What did you have? Kiss. Clap to
I don't know.
Congratulations. There's $100 for you. Stand by for a moment while we say goodbye to Rolanda. It was a pleasure meeting with you.
Likewise, Mr. Lee.
Have a good time?
Oh, yes.
Good. You're not going empty-handed. You got $100 together with our thanks for being
Thank
here on
you
Match
so
Game
much.
74. Rolanda Latier. Goodbye. Now we're going to let you stand around and get good and nervous while we do a couple of commercials here. So, cool it. Okay, here we are with Lee Conan. How do you feel, Lee?
Nervous.
No, you're not. Take a deep breath. Fill your lungs. That's it. That's good for you. Okay. Now, you know how this goes. You got a chance at over $5,000 here in the Big Money Super Match. We polled a recent studio audience, Lee, and we got their best response to this. Plum blank. Now, the answer they gave most often is worth $500 if you match that top one. If you match the next one, it's $250, and the third, $100. Which celebrities would you like to get a little assist from?
Richard.
Richard. Good old reliable Richard.
Plum pudding.
Plum pudding, he said. Okay, there's one.
Charles.
Charles.
Plum pie.
Plum pie.
Or plum colored or plum. I don't know.
No, you can't say just one answer. Plum pie. Yeah, okay.
I mean, it's...
Fannie.
Don't get mad at me. You know what I want to say? Plum crazy.
Plum crazy. So you got
honey, you can take the
plum
girl
pie,
out of,
plum
but
pudding, and plum crazy. You may choose one of those, Lee, or give us one of your own. What do you want to do now?
I'm going to say pudding.
You're going to say plum pudding. All right, that's the one that Richard gave you. Let's find out if it's up there, and if so, where. First, may we see the $100 response? Plum crazy. That was Fannie's answer, so it is up there. That may be a good omen, Lee. Let's find out. Looking for plum pudding, here is the $250 response. Plum tree.
That's what
You know, I
and
planted
you're
a
always
plum
making
tree
fun of
yesterday
me.
in my garden.
Did you?
Yes, it sounds, but I really did it.
Well, if you go and look under it, you'll find $250.
Oh, really? You're just saying that. You're funning me, aren't you? All right, we're looking for plum pudding. Here's the $500 response. Plum pudding! Okay, there you go. All right. Now, Lee, you've got the $500. That means you play for 10 times that amount now, or $5,000. To collect, you've got to match one celebrity head-to-head. This will have to be an exact match, and we ask you to choose one now.
I'll have to go with Richard.
Richard. All right, you get ready to write? Here it is, the $5,000 question. Blank, excuse me, blank brush. B-R-U-S-H. Blank brush. Okay, he's finished. Now, Lee, for your response, what would you say to match Richard? Blank brush.
Hair.
Hair. The audience says, there was a sprinkling of applause there. All right, Richard, for $5,000, may we see your answer?
That's a very well-known name of a German actor, Hair Brush, you know.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Really.
Hair brush.
I hate to do this on your anniversary, but we were that far away. In fact, we were right on.
She's happy? Okay. There's his wife right down there in the first row. Yeah. What are you going to do with the money, Lee? You got plans for that money?
Yes.
You have what?
I didn't want to tell my chum, but I told him if I got on her, I'd buy him a pony.
You going to buy your kids a pony?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, you got a place to keep a pony?
No, but I'll find one.
He says, no, but I'll find one. Okay, congratulations to Lee Conan. He's up to $5,600. He's going to meet another challenger now. Here comes Nancy Palangi. Okay, final ball going to stop. Hello, Nancy.
Hello.
You know Lee Conan?
I do. Congratulations.
And we all wish him well, and we'll give him a chance to catch his breath while you tell us the Nancy Palangi story.
I'm from Dillon, Colorado, and I manage a 70-unit resort hotel there. And I'm married and have 2 children. And that's the Nancy Palangi story.
Well, is your husband here with you?
He's right in the audience.
He is?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Do you watch this? What time does the show come on where you live?
It's on at 1:30, and I do watch it.
You do?
Right.
Well, then you know how it goes.
I do. Uh-huh.
Okay, you stand by for a second or so. We got a little business to do with all of America, and this is your business. Here we are. Listen, I thought we were going to have time to start this game, but we don't have time to start this game. All we got to do is time to say goodbye. But time flies when you're having fun. Are you having a good time so far?
I'm having a marvelous time.
Terrific. Just hold the thought, and we'll get together next time, all right? Now, you pull yourself together, Lee, and everything's going to be okay. Are you all right?
Sure.
Yes, you were splendid as usual. Would, where is, we ought to water that plant. It's going to die on the vine.
It is starting to wilt.
Oh, has it grown
It has
a little
grown,
bit during the course of the show?
Yes.
Listen, we're all going to remember to watch Jack Narz, right? Wherever you are in the country.
Please,
11 o'clock
Now you
on
see it.
CBS in the east and 10 o'clock in the west, right? All right.
Ask me.
Yeah, ask you.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Oh, it is.
10 o'clock in the west.
Oh, 10 o'clock in the west. All right. It's hard to remember
And
all
Central.
these things. Yeah. What
And
time
Mountain.
are we on? Does anybody know?
2:30.
2:30 in the west. But what time in the east?
3:30.
Except
3:30.
Phoenix is different. But what do
That's
they know
right.
out there? It's 12:30 in Phoenix.
We love
That's it.
Phoenix.
Oh,
Come on.
Phoenix is a
I have
terrific
friends in
place.
Arizona.
And I'll never go there again.
I love him.
Listen, join us next time, whenever that is, wherever you are, whatever time it is. Goodbye, Gene Rayburn, Match Game 74.
This is Johnny Olson speaking for Match Game 74, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. Stay tuned for Tattletales next over most of these CBS stations.